that time. We got another amazing show lined up for you tonight. I can't wait to get into it because this is someone near and dear to my heart, and I know he's got the sauce for you tonight. So welcome. I'm your host, Coach Wood. You are in the Locker Room Show. This is every Thursday. We bring in the best of the best, y'all, from the football industry to serve you. First and foremost, let me introduce my boy. You see with the shades on, hold me down on the other side of the defense. What's going on, Gurode?
Man, I'm chilling and it's hot, bro. I got me a big cup of ice water because it's hot as Iraq down here in Houston, man. Hey, boy.
Brother, I thought you could handle any weather. I thought you was all
yeah, you know, I thought you, all world, all anything.
Man, look, I'm finna order me a LeBron headband. I don't know what the hell y'all talking
about. Wow,
it's out of hell down here.
I never thought I'd see the day. You a headband? Wow.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get the Richard Simmons joint. Though it's hot, wow. Bro, I'm telling you.
You're not coming to the locker room with no headband. We're gonna be OG up for sure. But let's get into the show, and we got a good one lined up for you guys tonight, man. Hey, it is not too often that you can get a Power 4 major D1 coach right before training camp, you guys. This is a very special show. We've had this gentleman on before. If you guys have tuned in before, you know that I was fortunate enough to play with this gentleman, so I saw his dominance up close. So glad that he was a teammate instead of on the other side of the ball. 11-year NFL veteran, you guys. 5-time Pro Bowler. And now this is a very special time because he has decided to come back to his alma mater where they said, hey, we need a run game, and there's nobody else better to call than the great Andre Gerard. So how's it going, superstar? What's up, Cell Block?
Well, first of all, man, I appreciate those kind words. I wish all of them were true. But, I appreciate the love.
There you go. So, hey, we got Big 65 in the house once again. This is somebody I've known since I was 18 years old. I've been fortunate enough to win a championship with this gentleman, and we're trying to bring it back. We're trying to get the championships to come back to Boulder, Colorado, and just exciting times. So let's get into it, man. I mean, I don't know if you've even been able to digest everything that you've accomplished in your football career. I mean, superstar prep career out of North Shore High, All-American at CU, major draft pick to your hometown team. You've played with the greats, against the greats. You've coached so many greats. When you really think about football, man, what is to you and your family, Dre, all the places you've traveled, the dollars you put in your pocket, what does football mean to you? Can you really articulate it?
I can attempt it. I would say that those things, while great and fascinating because they did happen, it was just me listening to instructions and appreciating the gift that I was blessed with. And so I'm appreciative of being able to be in those positions and have those opportunities because it's not very common that a lot of people get opportunities like that. At the same time, it took a lot of work. It took a lot of discipline. It was the price that you have to pay. And I think so many people don't really ever understand the price you pay to try to get to some of those things and then stay in that arena. It's a very demanding and disciplined life, and I appreciate every single moment of it.
Is there anything looking back that you wish you would have done differently? I know sometimes the price we pay, we'd be like, wow, if we knew it was that much, we wouldn't have done it. But is there any meat on the bone? I know you're still in the game, but is there anything as a player or a coach you wish you could get back?
That's even a hard question to answer. Simply because if you go back and redo everything and take everything away, do you know that you would grow to the point that you are in now? Are there some things that I would absolutely do differently? Absolutely, because of the impact of how things were handled, how things were done. But I will say that I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to have learned so many different things to be the best person that I can possibly be today.
That's big right there. And I've seen it firsthand, the growth and the maturation, and football has been good to all of us on this show tonight. So appreciate you sharing that. On to the next question, you guys. And once again, excited to have my dear friend and family member on, the great Andre Gerard. We got Coach Hughes coming in. He says this guy played for both my favorite teams, the Cowboys and the Raiders. Yes, he did, Coach, and we love you for coming on tonight. This one was one I definitely wanted to ask you, man, because you've come to a point now where, I mean, you've always dealt with pressure, but this is a different type of pressure. You're coming home to your alma mater where you played and you were for 5 seasons, and now you're about to coach with Coach Prime, and you're on his staff. And I know a lot of pressure comes with that, man, and a lot of eyeballs. So when you really think about it, Dre, and you thought about this opportunity, is it more pressure because you're coming to your alma mater where the last time you were on the field, you won a championship? Or is it more pressure because of everything that comes with being with Coach Prime?
Yeah. It's not the pressure of the alma mater. It's not the pressure of Coach Prime. Coach Prime talks about it in a way of, this is your opportunity. And everybody's sitting here looking, and everybody's trying to figure things out, and everybody's going to try to scrutinize. Why wouldn't you want the opportunity to display your talents or be able to be in a position that you can learn and be around people that learn how to deal with all the eyes on them? And that's a lesson he teaches just in his regular nonverbal communication. And so he wants that stage to be big enough so that you shoot for the stars and you may land on the moon. Don't limit yourself, expand yourself, and walk into what got all the blessings that are happening. And so with all the opportunity and all the eyes, I would say that the pressure really is on what you put on yourself to meet the opportunity when it presents itself. And every day you have a choice. Either you're going to get better or you're going to get worse. And I choose to get better.
I love it right there. Can you talk to me, man? I mean, if Prime was at KU and he said, man, I want you to be my DB coach and everything. I mean, we're former DBs, so we know what Prime means to the position. Would you have a little bit more pressure because it's like, I got to do right by Prime? Or would you be like, man, this is my alma mater and I got to do right by the logo?
That's a hard question.
I mean,
I think
it is. I mean, man, the logo is going to be because it's like you put blood, sweat, and tears and wore that logo and what you put into the program, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like if you kind of take Coach Prime almost out of the equation, whether he's there or not, it's like that's why you go to school to play Power 4 football. That's what you there for. You there for the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
You there so, Brent Musburger can be talking about, you know what I'm saying? You there to wave to your mom on NBC where everybody's watching. When you a dog like Dre, you know what I'm saying, and myself, T, and you, and you know what I'm saying, and Cortland and guys like that, you coming out of high school, man, you a 4 or 5 star dude, man, you want all the smoke. That's what we going to play for in school.
And I'll agree with him because a lot of people don't look at it that way. Like, who wouldn't want to come in? T. Wood, you were one of those guys as well. You came into a class that we were ranked in the top 15, if I'm correct, where you were like, I want to see this competition. And as I remember, our whole class was not scared of the competition at all. By the second week of training camp, we didn't care who we went against.
I'm telling you.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah, because it's like me, like an example, in regards to y'all, and that's one thing too, man. It's like about college, and that was the only thing that I really hated in regards to the conferences started shifting is the pageantry and the rivalry. Like, we want to see Colorado and Nebraska. That's what we damn came to Boulder for. We came for them to roll up and hear us to roll up into Lincoln. That's what it is. So, like I said, Coach Prime or not, or even back in the gap where it was Coach, Coach Bowden or whoever, Barry Alvarez, all these great man, you want to go to school to play for dudes like that, and just like Dre said, and show exactly what you got. And you want to do it in front of 80, 90,000 people.
Yep. 100%. So you guys are hearing these gentlemen say, hey, that's why you go to these schools in the first place. A lot of you guys want to play D1 ball. That means that you want to compete. So there is no pressure if you're a competitor. That's what you're showing up for in the first place. So
I have one question for you. T. Wood. I have a question for you. How did you feel? How did you feel when we played in Texas Stadium and 95% of the crowd was burnt orange and we made everyone get quiet? How did that make you feel? I remember your face. I remember how you looked.
There's nothing like the feeling of shutting up, 80,000 people that were expecting to win. But you got to be prepared, and the preparation helps the nerves. And I know you've always been someone who's prepared. I know you've never went into a situation not feeling prepared on the football field. So that helps the nerves. And that's why Prime chose this gentleman, because he knows he's ready to compete and he wants to be on the big stage and can handle all of the glitz and glamour that comes with being on his staff. So I'm excited, man, and pumped up that you're there. We are on to our next topic, you guys, and we see some people joining us. We got the great Jimmy Rucker, as always, saying getting that Colorado O-line right will raise eyebrows. And yes, Jimmy, this is the man to do it because he was pushed hard. I saw this man get pushed in practice, so he's going to hold that same standard for these young men.
Now, T. Wood, I would be remiss not to say this. The spotlight isn't just on myself. It's on our whole entire room, and we are absolutely enjoying it. And so coaches like Gunnar White and George Hickman and Grant, like the guys that we are working with in that room, they have a certain skills, a certain set of skills that are very unique. And we do a great job of working together to make sure that every one of these guys gets the right amount of attention and gets the right amount of detail in everything they do. That's another part of what makes this job so unique. Because now, instead of having one guy try to focus on 16 guys and develop them, well, now you got 4 guys in a room that are all working together to make sure all these guys get developed and they're saying the same thing. And so it's a beautiful situation.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Dre, because you were like the obvious choice. You were a Colorado legend. You've coached at the pro level. You played at the pro level, both you and Prime at Dallas. Which one do you think held more weight when he thought about bringing you in? Did it hold more weight that you were a Colorado great, or did it hold more weight the NFL experience?
I think with Coach Prime, it held more weight because he saw something. He saw what I could actually do. So there were some guys that he saw me train or he heard about and he did some research on. It was a lot of investigating into, is this person the right fit? Is this person that's somebody that's going to be dependable? So it wasn't just the NFL experience. It was Coach Prime being very extremely thorough in what people are doing and how they're doing certain things. He pays attention to every single thing you do. So all those things kind of weighed in on him, helping him make the decision that he would feel comfortable with.
That's big right there. And people probably don't. They go ahead, Q. What?
No, 27 done popped in the chat. God damn.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, man.
But people probably underestimate the level of detail that Prime puts into it. And there he goes, the great Cortland Johnson saying, "What's up, Cell Block?" And for those that hear us say Cell Block, I don't know if it's going to be this way anymore because everybody's jumping in the transfer portal, but we all came together as a class. We all had the red shirt together. We felt locked down, and that's where the moniker, the nickname Cell Block came together, and Cortland was a part of that.
Man.
Great running back out of St. Louis.
Smoothest spin move I ever seen in my life.
Oh, it's
smooth.
He'll never tell you. He'll never tell you this. He may say something about it. Cortland is the first running back that I had tell me, "Hey, Dre, just move and pop the run." I was like, "What?"
Oh,
and just got out of there.
Y'all ain't see him in high school. Oh God, nasty,
Yes,
dude.
indeed.
Nasty.
Yes, indeed. Great player right there. What's up, CJ? And his young son is playing for our former teammate, Coach Burionic, as well, up at Missouri Baptist. So thanks for joining us, Cell Block. We love you, man. We're on to our next topic, and we're going to start off with you on this one, Q, man. I mean, the Buffaloes are going to training camp here shortly. I know KU is going to training camp, man, and I don't know if you remember your very first training camp at the D1 level at KU, but there's some kids that are about to go into their very first training camp. So give us the guru's tips for your very first Power 4 training camp.
I would say, and I know it sounds a little cliche, but man, hey, stay hydrated. Because I'm telling you, man, because the reason why is, and I saw that, I know you're like, yeah, whatever, guru, man. But if you start cramping up, you can't get reps. And reps are everything in camp. You cannot get seen and you cannot portray your talent if you're cramped up on, and not getting reps. So that's first and foremost. The other thing is, and we said this last week, the difference with kids that are coming from North Shore and Katy and, schools like that is it's the level of speed. Play fast. All coaches want to see that. They want to see play fast and always be continuing to work on your craft. I guarantee Big Dre, if you're in the trenches, he's gonna be paying attention to when you install. What's your footwork looking like? Are you coming off the firing off the ball? It's the little things. And as you get better with that in camp, that's how you're going to start to see the 1s, 2s, and the 3s separate. I promise you. I don't care what school you at. It's the same thing in the league. It's the same thing in college in regards to, man, play fast and minimize mistakes and stay healthy, period.
That was great right there, man. The dehydration one is big for a lot of you young pups, especially if you're going to a hot area you're not used to. Talk to me, Dre. I mean, you're about to work with these young men. What should they be ready for?
I would say that everything that he said is absolutely correct. You have to be hydrated. I would say one of the major things that you need to do, be quiet and listen. So you need to be quiet and listen, because when you're sitting in that room and a coach makes a correction to a player on a play with something that you may have been struggling with, and you hear the answer that the coach gives, you need to make sure that you're listening so that you don't make the same mistake. So, because when a coach sees that you're correcting yourself and you're paying attention to everything, you start to move up the depth chart. You start to get your opportunities. You start getting those reps. You start being able to recite the things that he told you about it in the same verbiage that he says it. And then you get your opportunity when you get on the field.
Okay,
I left
right there.
for sure. I left one thing out too. And T, we've talked about this before.
Power 4. Kid coming from little high school. He got a little size on him, some speed. Now he's going Power 4 training.
For sure. And this is and we said this before, and this is especially in regards to my hogs in the trenches. If Coach Dre, you might be a 4 or 5 star tackle, but guess what? If Coach asks you here right now in Colorado, we moving you to guard. You need to be flexible in regards to if Coach needs you to move, you need to be that. You
Absolutely.
need to be that, right? And we've seen that before, because the kids that start giving the pushback, I promise you're going to be with the 3s or the 4s. I promise you. You might be talented, but if you can make that switch, man, you're going to be on that field a lot quicker than you could imagine.
No, I absolutely agree with you. T. Wood knows this. I got to the University of Colorado as a tackle. I played tackle in high school.
Right.
And I think it was week 2, they moved me from tackle to guard.
My point.
And it was like, I'm like, wait a minute. And then after that, played guard for that whole entire redshirt year. Tom Cable came in the spring, and I got moved from guard to center. You got to be able to be flexible.
Man, you got to be flexible, because if you can and you can pick up on it, they be like, I like this kid because he's a Swiss Army knife. Because guess what? If he goes to center, shit, we can always move him back to tackle or back to guard. He's a Swiss Army knife. We can do whatever we need to him, and he can get it done. You got to put that kid like that. You got to put him on the field. You have to. You have to.
Right, you guys. So there's some good tips right there. Some of you athletes going into a big-time training camp. It may be that you're transferring to a new high school. They said stay hydrated. They said be flexible. They said listen when coach is talking to the other players. Make sure you're listening. These are all tips so you can move up the depth chart. So you guys keep that in mind as you get closer to this upcoming training camp, which is right around the corner. We are on to our next topic, you guys. And if you're joining us for the very first time, welcome. This is the Locker Room Show. I'm your host, Coach Wood. You got the guru with the shades to the far right, and in the middle, you got the Colorado Buff legend who has come home. He's brought it full circle, y'all, to coach right at his alma mater. So we're excited about Dre. And this one is a big one. And, we'll start off with you on this one, Dre, because unfortunately, we get into trouble sometimes. These young athletes, they can't just be high pace on the field. Some things happen off the field. That's a little too fast for them too. And we had Quinshawn Judkins, Ohio State star. He got arrested, and now we don't know if he's going to go to training camp on time with the Browns. Unfortunately, a young man out of your alma mater who's supposed to go to Georgia has been arrested and has a bright future, but made some wrong decisions off the field. So I wanted to ask you, man, what's protocol for this? Like, I don't know. I know you're new to the CU staff, but is it dependent upon the charge? There's nothing we want to hear from you. Is it we talk to you first? Is it we wait till the courts come out? What's the protocol when these guys get in trouble off the field?
Well, firstly, we'll have to say that, I just got here, and it is a different system in every university. I think the first thing that winds up happening is you need to find out, or you wait until you get all the details of where these guys were. I mean, if we're really going back to the original thing, it's really sad because these are bad decisions. They made permanent decisions in a temporary situation. And you cannot get past the fact that it should have never happened when you have your mindset on the fact that you have so much to lose. And that's probably the hardest thing that you deal with. We're dealing with young men and wanting the best for everyone that's around you, is you always have to go back to, why did you make the decision? Because now you're giving someone else the power to regulate, dictate how and what goes on. And so after the cops, or they do the investigation and then find out, then all of the details will be that you'll have to deal with the university. You have to deal with how the university even takes you in, because it may be against their rules to allow you on the campus, and it may be against NFL policy to have you play for the team if you did all this stuff. And so now you put yourself in a situation where you have to deal with a lot of different rules and regulations, because you've altered your life by making a permanent decision in a temporary situation.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's real.
Q, talk to me a little bit, man. I mean, how do you think the protocol should be? Should a young man be done if it's maybe something dealing with putting their hands on a woman or a firearm? Or do you think there should be just due process?
I mean, there should be to an extent, but it's some crimes that, it depends on what exactly we're talking about here. But I mean, definitely, man, if you're looking at the severity of, someone lost their life, any type of, firearms, things like that, that's real. You're talking felony. Like, I believe, the kid, that went the North Shore down here, man, you're looking at a felony, man. you know, and it's crazy because it's like you looking at him. I mean, man, the boy hasn't played a snap for Georgia, you know, but you're going to Georgia. You're talking about one of the top programs in the country. You were already playing for one of the top high schools in the country. You had it made.
Word on the street is NIL's about $500K.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
But, and I don't doubt that. But I'm saying, it, like Dre was saying, man, look at what you losing, man. Over what? Yeah. Over what?
A short-term decision. Yeah, you know,
these little dudes that should have hollered. They should have called Henry Rungs. They should have called him in prison and asked him about how it is in there.
And Judkins was, you know, supposed to have a chance to start for the Browns, you know, and for you athletes listening, whether you're live or recorded, you know, you could lose it like this. So you may be the second guy on the depth chart. You may be the third guy. You know, somebody might have been thinking they were going to get cut for the Browns. Now they're thinking they got a shot. You know, so you stay ready, stay smart, but you know, every school has their different protocol. So if you see one of these guys getting in trouble and he's okay, don't think it's going to be that way at your school.
I will tell you something. I'll tell you something, T. Wood, that I was what said when I heard this. There was a guy on the team. You remember Chris Anderson? You remember CA, don't you?
CA, yeah.
CA gave me some wise words when I was very, very young. And he said, don't ever give them anything bad to say about you. Ever. Don't ever give anyone anything bad to say about you because you have no idea how they can use it against you. And so when these guys are making these decisions,
who are you telling? Boy.
Like you can't give them anything.
Bruh.
This is an uphill battle. And if you're fighting an uphill battle, I'm like, no.
Their draft stock drop a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Man,
So,
agreed.
Let me ask you gentlemen this. Because you guys, Dre, you from Houston, Q, you from St. Louis. You know, you at KU, you in Lawrence, Kansas. Lawrence, Kansas don't look like East St. Louis. Boulder, Colorado don't look like Houston, Texas.
No, it doesn't. I got you.
How do you, now this kid was before he went off to college, but let's say I already went off to college. Now I'm coming back home. How do I decipher who to kick it with when I come back home?
Oh, man, I'm locking myself in my mama's house. As much money as these kids making, man, I'm in my mama's basement.
Yeah.
Dre,
it's time to go home.
Dre,
I'm going to say this. I will say this because that's a hard thing to do. It does get uncomfortable. But what I will say is when you have quality people around you,
they're not going to let
they're going to do one or two things. Either they're going to keep you away from everything because they don't want you around it, or they're not going to deal with you while you're doing what you got to do. Because the people around you that really, truly care about you respect what you're doing. They have a certain level of respect. Like, hey, I'm proud of you. I want to do this for myself as well. So there's some things that we're not going to invite you to. You're not going to be around. You're going to need to stay over here, and we'll catch you next time.
Do you think it's still that way? It was definitely that way when we grew up. Do you guys think it's still that way today?
That's a good question. See,
that's a good question.
The problem now is you got these kids now, man, and they putting themselves in harm's way.
Because the homie know you got $500K.
Wait, that's what I'm saying. See,
I
keep bringing up this thing about either staying in the house or when you move around, you need to have security because everybody knows you have bread. You're walking around with a $70,000, $80,000, $100,000 chain, $30,000 bust down watch, and you back home. And some of your homies, man, they happy for you, but it's a whole lot of hate that comes with that too. You see what I'm saying?
But so you're saying that. So what you're saying, and I want to make sure I hear you correctly. If someone were doing that, on purpose, you've increased the visibility and you're making yourself more of a target.
100%.
So when you go home, there's certain things that you don't need to bring home. There's certain things that you need to make sure, hey, I'm gonna leave that back there. I'm not gonna make sure I don't want to do anything else that brings extra attention to me when I'm back home, because I'm here for a short time. I'm here to see my family. I'm here to get some work in, and then I'm going back to my university so that I can go perfect my craft.
There you
So
go.
you do have to watch out. You got to be careful. You have to make sure that you're not doing things to bring extra attention to yourself.
But what do boys do? They go home stunned. You come back from school looking like baby, you know, and then all of a sudden you wonder why, you know, it's issues, you know, like they are, man. Everybody already knows who knows
so
who
what
you
you're
are.
saying, Q, is that you're not even telling everybody maybe that you're coming home.
Oh no.
He may not. Yeah, he may just sneak home and not let everybody even know.
See, if you making money, if you making NIL money like some of these kids, man, I'm sliding home. I'm telling you, I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna get some of my mama's good food, maybe wash some clothes, and I'm chilling. I'll probably go catch up with my high school coach. I'll go by the school, right? I'll go by North Shore, holler at the staff or whatnot, you know. Definitely got to holler at coach. Other than that, man, I'm chilling and I'm headed back. Like Dre said, I'm headed back to camp. I'm out.
All right.
But kids don't do that though. They got I gotta rent the Hellcat or rent a Lambo. Like I said, you putting a bullseye on your back, man. That's a bad move,
especially in certain cities.
But I also think that the majority of these guys are smart enough to make sure that when they are moving around, when they're not at their particular schools, that they're doing it in a very respectful way. And I think that most of them try to do that. Like I said, if you're going home, go home. You know, stay at home, see your parents. Just like you said, see the people that truly care about you, because your circle has to be right. It has to be, because if your circle's not right, then things crazy will happen to you. But if your circle's
let me
right,
ask you this:
what?
Did your circle stay the same from CU through the NFL, or did it change?
There have been some changes to the circle, but there are some people that I went to middle school with that I still talk to, and I was still call on the phone, and we can still go and hang out.
Yeah.
Like these are some people that I've known Sid since I was 6.
Wow.
And so I still can call Sid. I've known Tyrell since I was, I think, 9. I still call Tyrell.
So but when you get back with them and you haven't been with them for a while, are you having to evaluate things to make sure it's still worth your time and good?
I think that, and I'm not saying that I've mastered this, but I've been blessed with being around people of value. And so when I get back with them, whether I haven't spoken to them in a month, 2 months, sometimes half a year, because of life going on or changing, the moment that we sit down and 30 minutes after we start talking, it's like we've been together every single day.
Mm-hmm. There you go. So hey, be good with your discernment of the people that you're around, because unfortunately for these young men, Judkins and the young man out of North Shore High, it's costing them maybe some jail time. You know, so you guys be mindful. And we got the great Jimmy coming in. As long as Mama's not telling
Jimmy,
everybody.
I'm good.
That's true. That is very true.
I'll zell past it once I get back to school. But I'm good. But real talk though, like here's a simple. Just be around people. Be around other people that's got something to lose.
Yeah,
as simple as that. Be around other people that's got something to lose.
You said that before. So yeah, be around big timers, be around people that's movers and shakers, and you guys should be all right. Chances are whoever had the gun in this car with this young man wasn't going to LSU or Texas, wherever this
Georgia,
young man was.
Exactly.
Georgia. He probably wasn't going to the SEC. So hopefully these young men can get back on their feet, and hopefully you guys can stay out of trouble. We are on to our next topic, you guys, and this one's a good one because we got the great offensive line coach for the Buffaloes in with us tonight, but he knows these two gentlemen, and they got a decision to make coming up. There might be a little dual duty to start the season, but you got Caden Salter and you got the young one, the Juju out of Georgia, there's some decisions to be made. So I want to ask you, Dre, when it comes down to the QB decision, baby, who do you think is going to end up having the most juice when it comes down to the decision? Is it the head coach, Coach Prime? Is it the offensive coordinator who should be saying who's going to get the snaps first? Is it the quarterback coach? Or is it you and the rest of the O-line that got to protect this cat and make sure that he getting the right signals cost and everything going? So when it comes down to it, Dre, how's it going to shake out for the Buffaloes? Who's making the call on the QB?
I like to bring your attention. I like to bring your attention to the board that you put up. You notice where you have the offensive line at the bottom. You see, we're already out of that decision. We don't make that decision.
What?
We have we don't make that decision.
That's not you.
No, we don't do that. We, the offensive line as a group, no, we don't do that. We absolutely love and appreciate both of them because they both can do some very special things. Juju is hilarious because he's so nonchalant that you can say something to him, he's just like, whatever. He's a funny dude. And Caden Salters, it was just, hey, Caden Salters, like, they're very competitive. There's some great athletes, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do. Now, as far as who makes the decision, the man who makes the final decision is that man that you call Primetime. And Coach Primetime makes every final decision that needs to be made when it's due. It's going to go the way he wants it to go. So therefore, you've answered your question. It'll be Coach Prime making the final decision.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. All right. So whoever gets the nod first, and I think probably both these gentlemen will see the field, but whoever gets the nod first is going to be Coach Prime making that call. And whether you believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that's how it usually goes down in big-time football, the head coach. Q, talk to me, baby. I'm going to put you as the DB coach. You're the DB coach at the University of Houston. And or actually, you know what? I'm going to put you as the star safety. You're the All-American safety at Houston. And you got two new corners that need to be chosen. Do you think that the star safety should have some input on that Q? Should it be the DB coach making that call? Should it be the D coordinator? Or should the head coach decide who's going to be the two new corners out there with you on the field?
Oh, man.
You know the answer to this.
Yeah, man. It's still going to be the head coach.
Thank you.
It's still going to – listen, because I'm going to tell you why. Because here's what's funny. If you look back, man, Coach Saban was a heavily defensive-minded coach. Actually, Coach Saban was working with the DBs, ironically. You don't see that a lot, but it's always going to be the head coach, man. Yeah, I think, man, you're not going to pay a man $10, $15 million a year and he not make the final call. Come on now.
All right, so I got an All-American safety in Q Rowe that's trying to go to the league. And he ain't gonna let you pick your corners, man.
Hey, man.
Again,
because the way Dre said, it don't matter who's taking snaps. We got to protect whoever's back there. It don't matter. It don't matter. We got to protect whoever it is. We got to do our job. We have to have the right protection, and we got to do our job. It don't matter.
Let me ask you this, Dre, and maybe not so much in college, but in the pros.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a difference of opinion? You didn't think the person that you were snapping it to or blocking for should be the guy?
As Q just said to you, our job is to protect this dude who's behind us and to open these lanes up for who is running this ball.
Don't matter.
We can argue all day about, man, you should have hit it here, you should have went there, you should have bounced it, you should have spun. Look, man, we got to get some positive yards because we want to keep running the ball. If it's the quarterback back there, I don't care who the quarterback is. If you can get the ball to the receivers and we stay on the field and we get a chance, going back to the first thing, to run the ball, then we don't care who it is. Take the snap, throw the ball to the right person. Let's keep it moving. Our job as a unit, as an offensive line, is to move the ball down the field.
Period. Because Dre tell you, like if it's, especially on Sundays, you going to film room or whatever, get your check Tuesday. Man, you going through there. They going, man, everybody's looking at film. If these boys are firing off the ball, you see if the hole was open. You gonna see the D-line doing their job. That's what a running back coach and an old coordinator, you let them deal with the running back. These boys, these hogs coming off the ball like they supposed to. Period. They doing their job.
Okay.
You do your job.
Yeah.
All right, so there you guys got it right there. The QB decision will be made by the great Coach Prime. But right here, we got the O-line coach saying it don't matter. Whoever they put back there, we riding with it and we good with it. We going to make some plays happen. So I love it right there. We are on to our next topic, you guys, and this is the lightning round.
The lightning round, okay. The lightning round, okay.
The lightning round before. We're going to see how he does this time because he's got a little prep, y'all. So we're going to see if he can get better.
You know what? Here's the crazy part. I didn't even cheat. Nope. What is the record? Who has the record? Who's got the record?
Okay. All right. Hold on. One of your old teammates was talking mess. Coach Cedric Cormier came in a couple weeks ago. He said, as long as I beat Dre, we good to go. So I think
what did Ced get? What did he get?
I think he got 13.
13.
And right now, the lead is Evan Brennan, sports agent, and Jacob De Jesus, wide receiver, punt returner at Cal. They got 15. So 15 is the number. 15 is the number. Now he gets one protect play. If you're going in there for the first time, the lightning round is our version of word association. He has to tell us the first thing that comes to his head. He's got 60 seconds to do it, y'all. And 15's the number. Now he gets one protect delay. So 14 puts him in the mix. And we're only about 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks from crowning a winner because the winner's crown once the season starts. The college football season. So we're close to crowning a winner right there. He's at 0. So you know I never cheat a Buffalo. I never cheat.
Let me get my phone out too because you might cheat me. I got my phone. Hold on. Yeah. We're gonna double check this.
Oh, look, this is one thing, even though I was a DB, is one thing I learned, and I didn't realize this until I got to college. On a professional level, definitely, but I didn't realize, man. O-line is the most cerebral cats on the damn squad.
Yeah,
literally, they are the most cerebral dudes. Football IQ on the team. You wouldn't. Maybe some people don't understand football. Wouldn't think that. I promise you, that's the case. As you can see, Trey got his phone out and he ready because that's how O-linemen on, dog.
Yeah, man. Nah, he ain't finna cheat me. Nah, we gonna get. Here we go, huh?
And they can eat too. And we got a dinner on the show. So they're cerebral and like to eat. So we're in trouble. So right here we got him at 00, as you see, and he's got 60 seconds, y'all, to tell us the first thing that comes to his mind. Now 14 puts him in a mix because he gets one for tech delay. All right, you ready, Big Dre?
Yeah.
All right, first thing that comes to your mind, and do not elaborate because you don't waste time. All right,
okay.
Number one, first thing you think of. Tom Cable, go.
Offensive line coach.
Favorite color?
Cobalt blue.
Coach Amon.
The coach that changed North Shore around.
Favorite restaurant in Houston?
Actually, Whataburger.
Best QB you've ever played with?
Every single one of them.
Marshawn Lynch or Marion Barber?
Marion Barber.
Sweet potato pie or apple pie?
Sweet potato.
Nebraska Cornhuskers. He's rolling.
Can't stand none of them.
Doc Creeks.
Hell, son, just keep running.
Cream of wheat or oatmeal? 10 seconds.
Cream of wheat, little butter, little sugar.
Bill Parcells.
The tuna changed my life in Dallas.
Whataburger or Trillburger?
Whataburger. Oh, no.
Jordan Seaton. Time!
Oh, he cheated. He cheated. You saw that. You saw that. He hesitated. He hesitated.
On the quarterback question, he said every one. I was like, see that smooth, see that's O-line shit. Then you see what I'm saying?
That's O-line. He didn't want to get no trouble.
I thought get jammed
all
up.
right, we'll give you one for the road. Let's talk about the young superstar, Jordan Seaton. First thing that comes to your mind.
Young, amazing talent.
All right. That's
yeah, man.
That was smooth. Like all right, let's see. Let's add them up. Let's say this is gonna be close. I think you definitely got said. Let's add them up. All right. Number one, Tom Cable, his old offensive line coach, also NFL coach. He says offensive line coach, smart. Number two, favorite color. He's going with the cobalt blue. He went fancy on it. Number three, Coach Amon, his old coach at North Shore. He said turn the North Shore program around. Number four, favorite restaurant in Houston. He's going with the Whataburger. He's not bougie, even though he got a couple dollars. He's not bougie. He's going Whataburger. Number five, best QB you ever played with. He says everyone. That was smart. Number six, Marshawn Lynch or Marion Barber. He's going with his teammate Marion Barber. Number seven, sweet potato pie or apple pie. He's going with the sweet potato pie. Number eight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, our old rivals. He said can't stand none of them. Number nine, Doc Creeks, our old strength coach. He said, hell, son, get to running. Number 10, cream of wheat or oatmeal. He said cream of wheat with a little bit of sugar. Number 11, Bill Parcells. He says the tuna. Number 13, Whataburger or Trillburger. He's going with the Whataburger. Number 14, his protege right now, the young Jordan Seaton. He says young, amazing talent. So with the tech delay, he has tied.
I think he still. I had one, yeah.
I never cheat yourself. I never cheat you, baby. With the tie, 15. We got a three-way tie, y'all. The great Evan Brennan.
It's getting crucial.
Jacob De Jesus, the All-American, and Cal. And then, of course, the superstar, Andre Gerard. So we will see if anybody can beat 15 within the next 3 to 4 weeks, or else we gotta have a three-headed showdown. A three-headed showdown, and it will be ready to go. So thank you for sharing that with us, man, and great job. You did better than last time. So we are on our last section of the show, the audience Q&A. If you're live with us, and I see some people with us, you got a question. Hey, man, this is someone that did everything you could ever want to do on a football field as far as accolades. So except Super Bowl. You ain't got a Super Bowl, do you?
I don't have a Super Bowl.
No Super Bowl. You got Big 12 championship, though, and maybe another one to come. So if you got a question for Dre, put it in the comments section. But I know the great Guru got something for Dre.
Definitely. So in addition to you being on the staff and Marshall Falk, it doesn't get better than that. It just doesn't. So how do you feel about working with Marshall? Because when I heard he was going there and then you there, I'm like, oh, Lord, these boys about to be averaging about 8 yards a pop. So, right? So what's your thoughts about y'all working together, man, and really getting this run game going like on some old school downhill smash mouth? It's like that game.
Well, first of all, I'm going to say this because, there's another coach that works with Coach Marshall named Jay Mack, who's another amazing guy that works with the running backs. But if you're asking me about Marshall, man, let me tell you, consummate professional. He he's got a very calm and subtle demeanor. Like it's not very loud. He's very direct, makes direct eye contact. But it's like, and you're looking at him like, this can't be Marshall Faulk, like the dude that I saw on TV when I was watching TV. Like, and he's just like, yeah, Dre. And he's just sitting there talking to you.
Yeah.
And he's so easy to talk to, laid back. It's just like, now I will tell you this. I was joking with him about stepping in his office because everything has its place. I don't think there's a speck of dust in Marshall's office. I have no idea. I just look in there. Like, air is extra clean. It's amazing. When he says dot all I's and cross all T's, yeah. When you open his office door, you're like, yeah, don't touch nothing, because if it's out of place, he's gonna notice.
There you go.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But no, man, go ahead, T.
Let me ask you this, Dre, before we let you off, because a lot of young athletes are going to watch this, man. Offensive lineman, we got some in our program that would love to play for you. You're a vet. You've got a hawk's eye. You're a vet at watching and seeing talent. Plus, I know you work with so many kids in the off season. What's the first maybe 2 or 3 things you're looking for when you're watching a young prospect on film that would mean something to you?
You know what? I'm going to tell you something that y'all have heard as a cliche, but you've never heard it broken down. All right. The advice that I would give a young offensive lineman is you have to jump off the tape, but you don't know what that means. See, jumping off the tape means the first time that they put that tape on, whether it's highlighted or not, they can't help but notice you. And there's ways that you can make it happen. Blocking your guy and finishing your guy. Blocking your guy and then going to go block another guy. And the third, and actually one of the most important, you chasing the ball down the field. Do you know why? Because they're going to say, look at that big man run. They're going to notice it.
Really?
So if I got a running back who's bouncing to the outside, but I'm sprinting down the field to try to get another block, that coach is going to say, who's that dude running down the field? And that's all you need is one person to say it, because you're raising the bar. Real. And so I would tell young men, there's so many different ways that you can show your athletic ability. If I'm a lineman, I'm loving to play against somebody who is this highly touted, highly ranked defensive lineman. I'm about to show out. You just gave me the platform to make you look horrible. And not only am I going to do it, I'm going to make sure I'm running downfield. I'm blocking everybody. Because the more and more they see that, they're going to try to figure out if that's you as your effort. And if that's your effort and that's how you play, like your hair is on fire, coaches love that.
Yeah.
I don't know a coach that wouldn't.
That's real.
So think about this way. If I'm talking to Q, or talking to him, and I'm saying, hey man, everything you do, just jump off the tape. When they turn the film on, jump off the tape. When somebody comes to see the game, they can't help it. Like, who is this running down the field with who's making every play? Yeah. They want to see that. And if they see that, they're going to come and see you.
No, for sure. And here's the thing. It's like, as you know what I'm saying, even though I didn't play tail in school, but who doesn't love, man, that big man that can run? And I'm going to tell you what else, too. And I guess just being a student of the game, I like them old linemen that are just mean. Yeah. They just looking for somebody to smack, and they always getting to the second level.
They are.
I love that. I love that. You want to see, like, man, this boy is like this boy, like you said, this boy 15 yards, man, down the field, man, hitting safety. Yeah. You know what that makes me do? You know what that does to me as a running back? Like, oh my God, we about to have a blast. What y'all want to eat after the game?
Hey, look.
What y'all want?
Exactly. That running back is taking his old line. Like, I'm making sure these dudes is good. I can't believe this.
Oh, bro. Hey, Dre, like, what y'all want the catfish plate? What y'all want?
Hey.
Hush? Okay, cool. We're running. Hush puppies, all that. What y'all? Yeah, man, we got you.
I'm telling you. Matter of fact, you won't even have to sit. You won't even have to sit by yourself at lunch. The running back is gonna sit right next to you. Like, don't worry about it now. I'm good. These my people right here.
All right. So there you go.
Hey, Corley still white. Boy, I would have been in college and running back. Boy, I would have had a Costco card at 17 years old. These are my people right here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta feed my dudes. For real.
I'm telling you, it is amazing. It really is.
Talking about Quentin Nelson and Mike McGlinchey highlights at Notre Dame. Those guys were running down the field.
Yeah,
I'll never forget Orlando Pace's draft.
They had this man was up for the Heisman. They had a pancake meter. Do you realize what they was doing?
I'm telling you.
They count this man's pancakes in the stadium.
Dude, that's why everybody loved Trent, because Trent just run around second level looking to smack.
Yeah.
The silver.
They mean, man, look at this big dude running.
Man,
I'm telling you,
man. I do have one more question for you, though, Dre. I got one more question, and it's in regards to kind of with your own line, because you mentioned athleticism. We talk all the time about kids and getting, just being specialized in his football. Would you still recommend your old lineman for your Hogs to hoop in high school?
We were actually speaking about this today.
Yeah.
We're speaking about this today.
Yeah.
You actually increase your athletic ability by all the different sports that you try and play. Like, just go play, go do stuff. Yeah. I mean, if as an offensive lineman, like I said, I went from football to basketball to track, and I can tell you that my shuffle and cutting people off absolutely improved by me playing basketball and going to a school where they played press and you had to play defense, because that's really just like playing offensive line.
Yep.
I'm trying to cut you off. So therefore, I'm practicing even when I'm playing a different sport.
For sure.
It was great.
Yeah. I figured. I had to ask, but I figured.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? You know what else I'll say? The other thing that I'll say is playing different sports also gives you a break from that main sport. It gives you that barrier. Now, I know most people won't do it, and you'll go up until your junior year before you make your decision of which sport you're going to play, and I understand that because that's what I did. I went through my junior year, and it was going into my senior year, and I couldn't play any more sports after my junior year. But, yeah, every time I played a different sport, it kind of gave me a break from just doing just one thing. So I think kids need to explore the athleticism. I think they need to make sure they stay in shape, because if you're constantly moving, by the time you circle back around, you're not out of shape. So,
good point. Are you expecting your old linemen to be in shape when they come to training camp?
Coach Prime expects. You got to worry about that. No, you ain't got no choice. Coach Prime, don't be in shape if you want to be. How about that? It would behoove you to be in shape. And after the offseason that these guys have had, because they've had an amazing offseason, so the strength coach is Andrew Swayze. He's the strength coach that used to be in Miami when all the guys came. I've seen the workouts. I held up one of my offensive linemen that was throwing up. They're going to be in shape. I ain't worried about it.
That altitude hit them, huh?
I don't know if it was altitude or if it was that conditioning. But one of them hit him. Yeah. Because, you remember that day, T Wood, why don't you tell the guys about the day we had 3 rows of hurdles 30 yards long? Tell the guys about that day.
Oh, no. It was I've seen everybody on the team either throw up or bite or think about quitting.
I'm telling you.
Yes, indeed. So, no, but this game right here.
No, I'm not. I don't even know this. Stop it.
There you go.
Oh, man.
So, hey, we're going to let Dre go. But, man, hey, obviously appreciate the time, man. I know you got a million things on your plate. Training camp's about to start your first season. Coaching at Alma Mater. Love you, man. And
I appreciate it, man.
Best of luck this season.
Appreciate it, man. And I'll see you guys soon.
All right. So there you guys have it. That is the great Andre Gerard, you guys. And dear friend of mine. Like I said, known him since he was 17, 18 years old. We came in to see you. Great class, Q. And he was a dog, man, from day one. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
A lot of times, man, kids, man, coming out of those programs like that, man, they ready. They ready, so again, for you parents listening, go back and take a look at our show from last week, and we talk about it matters what high school your kid goes to, because they're gonna be more prepared as a freshman coming in. So again, that's no surprise with Dre coming out of North Shore. North Shore is top 10 in the country every year, top 3 in Texas, top 10 in the country every year, bar none. And they keep cranking out dogs. That's what I mean. And these kids, they come in as freshmen and they get clocked.
Yeah,
simple as that.
So, hey, you guys, I know you got a lot of value out of today's show. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Bring a friend. Every Thursday, we're rocking and rolling in the locker room. We got a great guest. We might have another offensive lineman, former NFL player, come on next week. So make sure you rock with us next week. A lot of you guys are about to get into the season. You're looking for some more exposure, some recruiting support. Well, check out beforeyougopro.com. We are much more than just a podcast, you guys. We help athletes across the country that are rocking and rolling. They're ready to go get their scholarship money, their NIL money, and scrape the plate. If you want to be one of them, definitely check us out at beforeyougopro.com. We've even added an AI element to the game, so check out the Football Scout GPT. footballscoutgpt.com. You can go get your questions answered, your recruiting question, 24 hours. If you got a question at 3 a.m, the Football Scouts got your back. So check out footballscoutgpt.com. And then last but not least, it's going down with NIL. We already talked about a young man that fumbled a $500,000 bag. We don't want that to be you. So make sure you check out NILLLC.org. Once again, NILLLC.org. Find out how to make money, save money, so that you're done with sports. You got a financial foundation for yourself. You got some money in the bank, and you got some moves you can make. Not like me and Q, who left with nothing.
Hey, boy. But we want this man call. We want to send a letter to the NCAA or go show up or something. I'm gonna show up with that headband on. That's what I'm gonna do.
You think they owe you some money, huh?
Hey man, I think they definitely owe us some bread. Sure, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, run me my coin.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, Jimmy. Check out the Football Scout GPT and get your AI questions answered, your recruiting questions. But hey, you guys, great show. Run it back. We've got more guests to come, but this is it. We're here to serve you. So please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. The football season's here. Q, anything for the good people before we get out of here?
Well, not a whole lot. This for you players. Hell, time to earn your spots. It's that time. It really ain't much. It's my much else to really talk about now. It's time to earn your spots. And mind you, somebody is coming for yours. Know that.
Hey, know that. That's it, baby. We'll see you at the top. You guys